Hello. So the motivation behind this video is that there is a lack of complete description of markings on a K date. That would be the sneak date for a 1934 Mauser Luger. And there in the background you can see the seminal books, the Borchardt and Luger automatic pistols, and the one by Halleck and Jupe, and another classic is the Third Reich by Jan Still, the Lugers. So the information I'm going to talk about is kind of scattered in those references. There's also some listings of similar K dates, and you can see those markings exhibited, shown online here and there. On YouTube, there's unfortunately only one decent video that shows the different sub-variations of this particular Luger, but no, they don't get into the markings and some of the special features. So let's take a quick look. This is a restored K date. Okay, and this is serial number 493. The restoration was done about 3 years ago by a leading gunsmith on Lugers, and he's done a beautiful job. Now this is a bringback. It came the family of a World War II soldier in the United States, brought it back, and then his son wanted a more modern gun, so he brought it to the that particular gunsmith who restored it, and I bought it from him. So let's take a look at the external markings, the features. So you can see this is the sub-variation 1. You have the scriptic S. You have it here. You have it on the slide. Okay, and you can see it over here on the safety. And you can see other markings, proofs. You can see one here. And we continue on the barrel. You see that proof there, or marking. And on the left side, that's the scriptic S, and these are the ones coming in the first 1700 or so of the sub-variation of the K dates. This is one of them, and this is a 3-digit, so it's really one of the earlier ones. And you can see here on the barrel too, you know, those markings. Now some of those guns have a indentation here, and it's because of probably the machine holding the slide to install the barrel. This one doesn't have it. Some do, some don't in the K dates. Okay. Continue down here on the trigger, the scriptic S, and they also have it over here. And it doesn't show that well in here on the ejector. Okay, and the numbers continue. So this is the number on the serial number on the frame, and the cryptic S here, and then you have on the barrel. Okay, you can see the serial number and then additional numbers here referring to the barrel. If you look down here, there is a it's hard to see, there is a letter 2 over here, and this is the variation where the sight continues all the way, and this at the top of this sight, front sight. And this particular one has, by the way, after restoration, the original grips weren't that good, so they were replaced with high quality grips. This is the one with no dimple. The later ones start to have a dimple in here, and some of the things, for example, the sharp ending over here of the frame, sharp triangle there, and also the this is the frame with the hump over here. The later ones came, they stopped the hump, and then later dates of the K dates, they basically brought it back. So let's look at the top numbering. So you see here the K, the cryptic S, the last 2 digits of the serial, the cryptic S. So later on, after the first batch, those became sort of standard S's. These are the 2 digits, last 2 digits of the serial number, and we have the S over here. Okay. So here's the top again. This is the shape of the sight, the back sight, the V, classic V, sharp V over here, and this is the marking for the under the safety. When you move the lever down, there is the numbers, last 2 digits of the serial on the top of this lever, and there is the cryptic S on the bottom. Okay, so the first sort of 500 of those guns, or probably the 3 digits consistently, you see those, you need to be able to see those markings, and there's a lot of you know, faking that goes on to boost prices, and unfortunately there's no good reference on how the faked ones look like and so on. Oh, by the way, I forget this marking here too. There is an S over here. You can see it. Okay. The numbers, the serial number on those, they continued using a font as in the earlier, the DWMs. So these are the kind of standard font, if you like, and the later ones of those K dates, they start to have the squeezed ones, like the ones with the 3 that is flat, 5 flat on the top, and so on. Okay, so that's the earlier numbering on those guns that's consistent, and you can find a reference to that in the books I showed you, particularly specifically in the Bouchard and Luger book. Okay, so let's take it apart to show you the marking inside. By the way, here's the magazine, and this is a mag with the proper, with the proper marking over here, and the top is an S, standard S, and this is the font on the matching on the magazine 493, same font as on the serial number on the gun. Okay. There's also supposed to be a sort of an H over here, but I've seen it on some guns. This is, you can barely see a remnant of it on this magazine. Maybe the magazine body was kind of polished a bit or something. But sometimes those markings are not deep enough to show. So we'll take it apart. There's the inside of the side plate. Okay, so there's the last two digits, 93, on the trigger on this side. You can now see the S, scriptic S, clearly here. And the last two digits there. Okay. This is the inside. You can see some like a V marking here. And some additional lettering over here, like an L, C, and an S, and a 1. Okay. And you can see this S now more clearly. And the toggle pin, take it out. It has the scriptic S, the last two digits, 93. Yeah, see those markings, and the last two digits, the proof, and the last two digits of the serial number in here. If I pull this back, you can see S, scriptic S, and the 93 on the firing pin. This has a digit here, like a 7 over here. And that's basically the inside. Then we go to the frame, and you see here the S, cryptic S, and the last two digits of the serial number on it. And inside, it's very hard to see. I'll give it a try. There is a scriptic S over here. It's hard to see it though. Okay, so those are basically the markings. The grips have been marked to the gun, but they are, not the original grips. So the gunsmith just, put the last two digits of the serial number on them. Okay, and that's basically how the K Date looks like. The marking, the inside markings, the outside markings I showed you. And I hope you find it useful. And here's the toggle. Again, the numbers Thank you for watching.